So let's jump into the website. So some of the stuff we released was old, some of it was new.
Yeah.
We had
all of it got bought.
How many shirts? I like that. There you go. All of it got bought. That's a trash talk right there. How you guys doing? My name is Stan Banks from tshirtsidehustle, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home, wherever you at. And today, it's been a long time. I know you guys waited for another episode.
Sorry.
We are here to bring you guys Build a Brand with Trash Talk Tees, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself if this is your first time watching.
Hey, I'm Jakira.
And
I'm responsible for Trash Talk Tees.
all right, man. We got a lot for you guys to listen to and to talk about, and it's gonna be kind of two parts because we just let so much stuff happen.
Yeah,
when quarantine started, and it kind of got us like we both kind of got out of a funk, but we pulled it together.
Yeah,
and we released your website. How do you think that all went?
Great.
You gotta elaborate a little bit.
It went great. How far do you want me to go? Where do you want me to start? I doubled my goal. That was the important part.
No, you going too far.
All right, see, that's what
I'm just all right,
happy.
so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the helms right now. All right, so we needed a website, and why was having a website important? Why do you think it was important?
Because it was time. It was time. DM orders was getting out of control. The on demand, it was getting out of control. And I'm ready for my brand to expand even more. So operating through a DM, it kind of gets old after a while, and it kind of messes up like my customer service and things, because when you're constantly getting DM after DM, you kind of begin to like short answer people and everything. And I felt that it was not going to go good after a while. So I was like, you know what? I'm finally ready.
And the thing I like about the process of how you started was that, you know, you weren't, I say this all the time, but you weren't afraid to get out and go make hand-to-hand sales and stuff like that. And I really, really tell people out there that you can only go so far in the DMs. Like, you're going to miss a lot of money. Some people don't even feel comfortable, you know, sending cash apps and stuff like that, especially when it's people outside of the people that you know, and not knowing if they're going to get their products or whatever the case is. And just having a website to kind of like legitimize everything that you got going on. And then you really start to make money while you sleep. You know, you can wake up and get $100, $150 in your sleep because your store was never closed. It wasn't you waiting for a response in the DMs or you trying to go back and find that person who placed the order in your DMs. So I know a lot of you guys out there are wondering at what point you should have a website, right? And do you think you should have had one a long time ago based on when you got it or how things went, or do you think you should have? Where you think is a good point for someone who hasn't had a website yet or is thinking about it to get one?
I think on the financial aspect, I wouldn't rush a website. I'm going on my year 3, so that's why I have one at this point. And also, like I said, I'm ready to expand. So I couldn't really expand as much as I wanted to. And I knew before I wasn't ready for that. Now, if you're coming in and you're like, you know, you want to go big so soon, by all means, do that. But if you want to take your time and enjoy the process and learn the process, I personally wouldn't rush a website. It's okay to not have a site. And like I was saying before, with my customer service and everything, and once you're ready to grow and you can't really basically give that 100% like satisfaction to me once you start like getting so many people to you and having so many DMs come and so many people trying to order, because you're going to get frustrated. You're human. You have a person, I've been selling the same shirts for 3 years, and I have somebody that's brand new, brand spanking new. They'll come and ask me a question. Oh, how does it fit? Oh, but because, you know, sometimes I'm so used to my regulars coming, they know the drill. So when I get a newbie, it's like, all right. So once I started feeling like that, I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore, because I don't want to mess up what I have going on just by somebody saying, oh, she has a bad attitude or something, because that's not what it is. So it's not what it is. It's just a little overwhelming.
Right. So I had a client of mine who she received a DM and it was like the person was like hesitant about purchasing, right? So, you know, everybody asked me like when, like, I feel like once you meet some resistance or you understand it's overwhelming, then you should have a website. But you should own your domain name. You should go purchase whatever your brand name is. You should purchase it. Set up a domain forward to send it to your Instagram or your Facebook, whichever one you feel more comfortable until you're actually ready. And then, like, I'm always telling people, you know, hey, when you're forced to do something, then you just gotta go with it, right? You can't fight it. So at some point, you're gonna feel like, okay, this is too much, or this one person, because I really feel like you don't truly get successful with clothing brands or anything really until you get outside of people who actually know you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you see somebody in your shirt, somebody orders your shirt, you have no idea who that person is. You didn't talk to that person. That first time you see it is just like a satisfaction. Like I still remember to this day, I'm riding down my street from where I live, and the dude's walking down the street with one of my first shirts on, and he kind of like, I was like, wait, I don't even know him. Wait, where did he get it? Oh, he must have got it out the store, but he made a decision to purchase that wasn't based off of me, or who I am, or who knows me, or my reputation, or anything like that. So it's kind of like, now I'm on to something, right? And you never really get that through living through the DMs. And I agree with you, like the customer service factor. And if you're having a bad day, anything can trickle into it. But at the end of the day, man, it's not a bad thing when I say this, but I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want you to be able to go, click, find, and buy what it is that you want to purchase without having any resistance. And DMs is a form of resistance, but sometimes you just got to operate that way.
And I be over. So I like to get, I'm friendly, but I'm not too friendly. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, instead of, I want you, if you are going to DM me, I feel like it's common sense to know what you want and ask if I have it. That's it. But people don't do that. They want to have a whole conversation with you. And what I hate is those conversations that last a good 5 to 10 minutes and there's no money behind it.
Right, and they don't,
I'm tired. I'm sorry.
So you look at that, and, you know, we planned for this data release. It was like the quarantine hit us, and we just like, I'm laying around, you laying around, and the whole world is kind of like, what's going on?
We were lost. You know, I was afraid because I'm like, if the world shut down, nobody's going out. Because I'm thinking people are like me, like, I'm really cheap. And I only shop when necessary. But I have to remember, there are people out here that just get on their phone and online shop all day. So I was kind of nervous, like, dang, like, if outside is shut down, nobody's going to buy anything because nobody's going anywhere.
Right, and the money stopped.
Exactly. People are losing their jobs. Like, I was terrified.
We got to remain optimistic. And I think it was a point where I kind of got lazy. And then you call me and I'm like, then you got lazy and I'm calling you. But it's good to actually, you know, some of the closest people I talk to, like, you got to be around people that's going to hold you accountable, right? And like now it's like, who's getting up first? Like you texting me, I'm like, I'm already in the store.
I ain't a morning person, so I'm always be late every day.
But just surrounding yourself around that kind of energy can be helpful, right?
It's very needed.
Everything isn't always a competition, or, you know, even in like just who you put yourself around, and whether they're working with you or working on something totally different. Just holding yourself accountable and having somebody else to hold you accountable is key. Like I tell a lot of people, like, I can't help you out throughout the way. I can help you, whatever. A lot of people with a lot of different ideas, but at the end of the day, I can't do the work for you, and I can't keep having a conversation. Like, you got to take some strides and steps for yourself. And I think that was a good thing for both of us to have each other, just to be able to deal with, you know,
and just stay disciplined and stay focused.
So let's jump into the website. So some of the stuff we released was old. Some of it was new. We had...
all of it got bought.
How many shirts? I like that. There you go. All of it got bought. That's some trash talk right there. But, you know, so we did three girl designs. And then we actually officially wrote out men's designs.
Yes, I bought the guys back.
And we started the accessories. Right? We started the totes and the water bottles. And all of that stuff, which is good, man. And obviously you said initially... actually, before we even get to your goal, because you already kind of like, I don't. But we had to get the website done, so you had to do a little photo shoot. Which was you did.
I just did like a product shot. I came to the conclusion that I didn't want people on there because I felt like I do people this one time, I gotta keep doing people, which means I gotta chase people and I gotta make sure people are available. So to make it convenient for everybody, I just did a nice, clean product shot with just all the t-shirts.
Right, and I think that's good too, because sometimes you can get these things done, which later on we're going to get into, like doing product mock-ups, which actual digital mock-ups where you don't even have to make the shirt, you can show it and stuff like that. But it's good because exactly what you said, you always got to rely on somebody to be there, versus even if we had like secondary photos of people in the shirts, on the original page, everything looks clean, uniform, or whatever the case is, and we can kind of go from there. So after that, man, I got a new apartment, and I ain't got no internet but in the bathroom. So like, and it was moving very, very slow. I was very frustrated. But
and all I kept saying was, "Are you gonna have it done?
Are you gonna have it done by 12?"
Because the thing was, I wanted to release on my birthday. Because remember, guys, I can't remember what we said in the last episode, but remember, I wanted this to be out the first week of April. So because of COVID and everything that was going on, things were like everywhere when it came to the mail. So I was like, you know what? My birthday is at the end of April. So I was like, I gotta do this on my birthday. I'm like, yes, if this ain't done on my birthday, this is not gonna be okay for me.
And for me, I work good under pressure. Like I don't really get too frustrated or too lax. I work good under pressure. I think sports taught me that, to just stay cool, calm. Yeah. So I got it done, even though like when I said I was sitting there in the bathroom probably for about 3 hours. My butt was hurting. I was tired of being in the bathroom, but I put the table up and we got it done. And
I appreciate you.
You partying, I'm calling. I'm
literally, I'm like, my best friend had something at her house, and it just so happened to be the night before my birthday. I'm literally in the middle while everybody's like trying to get me up for my birthday. I'm like, so are you gonna be done? Like, I didn't care about anything else, like nothing else.
But we got it done.
Definitely got it done.
It's still a lot of improvements we need to make on the website, stuff like that, which we're going to go back and get done. Sometimes it's not about being perfect. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about getting it done and then crossing that hump and then going back and fixing some things. One of the two things that I took into my own accord was to allow for new sizes. I added in new sizes, extra smalls, and
they came in handy.
And people ordered them. Yeah. And then we also turned on a feature which is kind of like overselling, which is where it allows them to sell even though it's sold out, right? And that's because of the production or the way that we're producing the shirts now, which will allow us to kind of do a little bit of that. If you want to know more about that, make sure you check out the members portal, and you can go to, what is it? I think it's members.tshirtsidehustle.com. If it's not that, then I'll make it that. And you can sign up and get some of the exclusive content to come along with it. And then also, I changed the price points a little bit, right? Yes. So it's $25 normal. We went up to $26.99, exactly. $27. Yep. And then I just priced the totes and water bottles on my own. I just thought of where would a good price point be. So I chose those and I put those up, and I was waiting for you to have something to say, but you didn't.
No, like, I was fine.
Like, so that was the two things. So initially, you know, I asked you to set a goal. What's the goal? What's the goal for the website launch? It was $500
for the day.
How fast did you hit that?
By 2 p.m. So what I did was to get the word out, because I really didn't really know, like, what is it called? Promotion. I just did like the little digital thing, and that was that. But because it was my birthday, outside is shut down, I'm like, the only thing I want to do today is literally make money. And I said, what better way to get people's attention on social media the one day is a birthday. Mm-hmm. Everybody, that's the most traffic that your page will get, to me, is on your birthday. Positive
everybody
traffic.
Sent you a birthday message. What you send them?
So what I did was, I'm like a genius. So what I did was, because I knew that everybody would do that, the night before, I made a generic copy and paste thing. I'll even read it to you guys. And it just basically said, hold on, guys. It literally says, it's right here. It literally says, thank you. If it's not too much, can you please repost something from my t-shirt page? And I tagged my page and I said, and check out my site. Hopefully make a purchase. Thank you so much. And I had the link. And so on the link, when I replied back to people with that, it takes you directly to the site. So therefore, it was easy access for them. It's my birthday. So of course they're going to say, yeah, like, they're going to say yeah. So I was able to get a lot of people to repost and make purchases. And when I say it worked, it worked.
That was good. And I like the way you worded that, because I'd have been like, yo, don't send me no birthday wishes if you ain't buying them.
Yes.
Like, I'd have been like direct to the point.
I had to do it like kind of like with sincerity,
Right.
kind of like nice begging, kind of.
Right,
That's
right.
how I took it.
And I like how you said repost something. Like, it's not always, you know, a lot of people post this thing. It costs $0 to repost.
Literally.
Shout out to do all of this stuff.
Literally.
But, you know, you never know where that repost may go.
Exactly. And it worked. And
yeah.
I had, by 12 a.m., when my birthday was over, I had 88 people mention me. I don't know how many sales I had, but I ended my night with $1,168. $1,168.
$168 over the goal. Really, it's $668 over the initial goal. And sometimes, you know, we set goals that we know are achievable, but it might be far-fetched a little bit. But sometimes you gotta go out, you know, you gotta jump out there, right?
Yeah.
And when I do crazy things, like I say, I'm going to help 100,000 people start. Sometimes I get DMs that say, I know I want to be one of those 100,000 people, and it's like, well, okay, great, right? But like, I get asked why it's so crazy. Like, I only had to go 1,000 because I couldn't go live on YouTube from my phone actually at that time without having 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
so I was
really?
like, you know what? That's my goal. Just so I could be able to do that. Because I used to have to lug around my laptop, put it on different things, and to go live in the shop and stuff like that. But that was my first goal. And after I never even noticed that I hit it. But once I did, it's like, well, what's next?
And that's how it was.
My next goal is going to be 2,000. Nah. Like, we went from 1,000, we going to 100,000. And, you know, you never know how far it's going to take you. But you can't be afraid to set a goal that you might fall short of, right? Because, you know, let's say you didn't, let's say you went for 1,500 and you got 1160.
Yeah,
right?
because initially I went for 12. Well, afterwards, like once I hit the 1,000, I was like, all right,
And then you
because
go for
12
more.
is my favorite number. So I'm like, all right, I hit this 1,000. I'm thinking maybe I can do a little three-peat in one day.
Just jump
So
it
I'm
up.
like, let me try to get to 12. And honestly, I was right there with 1168. I was right there. But yeah, if I could have got to 12, I would have said this is too good to be true. But I was very satisfied because, like we said, even if somebody just reposts I can repost your stuff and that could get you 3 sales. I don't even have to buy anything.
Right.
But my one, just because I did that one thing, that got you 3 sales for however much price. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to come out my pocket. So it's always not about having money. Sometimes getting the word out is more beneficial sometimes.
Now, looking back, I already know your answer, but what would you change?
I have nothing to change.
Right. So,
I have nothing. I enjoy the process so much. And I think that's what, during this series, that's what I want to get through everybody's head. Enjoy the process. The ups and the downs. Enjoy it. I don't have anything I want to change.
Right. So from dealing with it, right? So the first time that we released shirts and it was hand to hand and it was like I was gonna put it on demand and all of that stuff, it's a little bit of a process that, you know, I already knew it wasn't gonna go too well, right? That first experience didn't go too well. I was like, I don't like that. I just need to have my stuff in, I need to sell it. And then when it comes to online, which is what I was initially preparing you for, you got to move a little bit different, and you got a little bit more freedom and a little bit more, you know, relaxation. Not to say that you want to relax or fall behind, but you got to. It operates a little bit different.
Yeah, I want to be comfortable.
Right, and so when it comes to like, I allowed for product, like I said, the product oversales and stuff like that because we can print and we can ship and all of that stuff. Especially once we have all of the shirts that you need in stock. Just being able to like calm down a little bit. Everything doesn't like you are ready to like, oh, I got to sell. Let's get it. Let's go give it to the person.
Because I'm so big on customer service. And like I said, I put myself in people's shoes. And by putting myself in there, I think everyone's like me. I am a on-demand person, which is why, Like I said, I don't online shop. Personally, I don't. I'm literally waiting for the mall so I can go get new clothes. I don't even have one of my t-shirts. That's the funny part. Like, I've sold them. I don't even have them. So, and with the online, I'd have to get used to they can wait.
They can definitely wait, and then, it's nothing wrong with a shirt going out 2 days later, or the next day or 2 or 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to push it past that, right? You don't want to have it go way out there, especially the way Amazon operates. Everybody's still getting things now, even when you online shop. Yeah. But just looking at it, you can relax a little bit, right? And I think that's one of the things where it's like something that you got to get used to. And then the other thing about it is when you have that time, but now your customer service comes into presentation, which I think that is something that you did take on and do well when you got the custom mailers and, eventually you found the stickers and got the stickers in the packages. So now the presentation and the way that you're reposting people getting their packages and they looking at the mail and taking pictures. Exactly. So being able to add that stuff now, that's your new layer of customer service because that's what shows that you really care about them. You know what I mean? So sometimes people just throw their shirt in a package and send it off, and which is fine, right? You don't have to dress it up. You don't have to do all of that stuff. Basically, all you got to do is deliver your product to the customer. But when you take the time to, to make sure your poly mailers look nice and they're branded, or you throw stickers inside of it, sometimes you may put a handwritten note. Whatever it is that may be your thing, once you figure that out, that is that new layer of that, which you used to give by handing it to them fast and giving it to them, but they get that in the mail and it's like an anticipation, they already know what they ordered, but just knowing they get to look at this package, open it up,
they fall in love with that mailer,
right? And
every time.
I definitely like what you're doing, like reposting people seeing it, and this is going to help build the hype and go on, and the whole thing is growing, right? The whole process, the brand, everything is turning into something that was, not to say that it wasn't serious, but it's just starting to look and feel like bigger than life, right?
They're
a little bit bigger than what it is.
They're seeing it grow. You're seeing it. It's like an infant. When a baby is a baby, it looks like a baby. But then all of a sudden, when you see that baby walking, it's like, oh man, like you're not a baby anymore. So now I feel like now we're walking now. Like before all this time we were crawling. So now I feel like I'm finally walking.
Right. So like you said, you got to trust the process of whatever you're doing. And, I always tell people you don't have to follow what I do. It's a lot of people out here teaching a lot of good information. Just pick one person and follow that person. And then you can add on little pieces from everybody else that is teaching, right? So, you can add gems from other stuff that you listen to. And that's the key, really, is like just being able to love the process and follow the process and be able to put out something that you're proud of. At the end of the day, if you never sold a shirt, you would probably still be wearing some of the stuff that you come up with, right?
Yes.
And being able to do that and not just chase
I still wear my shirts that I made before Trash Talk even existed.
Right.
Remember, you was like, where you get? I'm like, I made this years ago.
Yeah. So being able to do stuff like that is key, man. If you chasing something that you genuinely believe in, it won't seem like work. And then if you're able to make a goal of 500 and double the goal in the same day, and then even try to go higher and beyond that, it will not seem like work, and it'll be way more, I want to say
satisfying.
Satisfying. I'm about to say way more satisfactory. Way more satisfying, right? That, you're doing things on your own accord and stuff like that, and being able to produce stuff. So anything out there that you want to leave the people with? From the website launch and whatever, like from that portion of everything, is there anything that you want to?
If you're watching and you haven't shopped yet, please go to www.trashtalktees.co, not com, co. Go make a purchase.
That was a shameless plug. That was not what we were supposed to go with this one.
I'm not sure what else I want you to know. I told you guys everything.
All right, guys. I am a Shopify partner. So down in the description, I'm going to leave a link to Shopify. If you want to sign up for it, click the link and start your website. I truly believe you can do it by yourself. But if you don't, if you need help, you can hit me up, tshirtsidehustle@gmail.com, and I have services to help set up a Shopify account. And the key is that with Shopify or some of these other platforms now, I don't really care which platform you use, being able to run it from your phone, right? Like, she has no idea how anything on the computer really looks outside of like copying and pasting and fulfilling.
I'm waiting for my MacBook in the mail.
Right. So, but being able to run your website from your phone once it's up and running is a key, right? So you don't have to do anything. You can see it. You can copy your products. You can put your new products up. You can do everything from your phone now. And as a computer science person, I had my degree is in computer science, code. I know how to build websites from scratch. It is a lot easier being able to just hit 2 buttons and upload a new product with a new image and run with it
in 2 seconds.
I think we did it so fast, and you got to sell so fast at one point. I'm not going to say on what it was.
Oh,
but like it had the wrong pricing, right? Like, we didn't even update the pricing, but having it be able to be done so easy is a key. So some research that you guys may want to check out. Big Cartel is one that I started with before. Very, very simple, easy to use platform to just put your products on. And then Shopify is one when you're ready to kind of like go robust. There's other ones out there. Those are 2 of my favorites for online stores. But get yourself a website when it's time and push it out to the world and see what happens. So this has been your boy Stan Banks here watching Build a Brand. Well, not watching, filming Build a Brand with Trash Talk Tees.
See ya.
Peace. You're not supposed to say bye before me.
Oh.
Peace.
Start over. I said I feel like how my stuff just keeps selling out. Like, it's like too good to be true.
Well,
even though it is true, but still. I literally had it on. Yes, they came out. When they come out? Like Thursday. So I had this hoodie on for a week straight. If I would never went to Miami, I probably would have still been wearing it. I wore on it plain back.
Show sponsored by Crown Apple. Don't worry about it. I'm speaking into existence. Move over. You're a little close.
I love you.
You miss me? Miss me? I mean, you left me here and you went to Miami and had a good old time.
I know. It was lit. I enjoy vacations.